Many believe the separation of church and state is guaranteed in the Constitution. If it's in there, I haven't found it. But I have read the Declaration of Independence several times, and reading the first few lines and paragraphs of that sacred document, it becomes evident the Founding Fathers had no such thought to abandon our Creator. It specifically states our rights come from God, not government. There isn't any other way to interpret it. It clearly states that the government works for us. We don't work for them. At least that's the way that our government was designed. The first few paragraphs of the Declaration of Independence. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. From that statement, there can be no doubt as to how our founders felt. I agree we must keep politics out of religion, but we need God in politics. If one professes a belief in God, it doesn't mean they are promoting a religion. I believe generic prayers are fine, where the term Heavenly Father, God, Creator, or something similar is used. Out of respect for other religions, Jesus or Allah or some other personality should not be used in a public format. Remember back in the day when politicians weren't afraid to express their belief in God? The world wasn't perfect, but it was a whole lot better place to live than today. That was a day when God was important in people's daily lives, a day when almost all government employees and elected officials were former military. They had a sense of duty and obligation. Much of that has been lost. In fact, if you weren't former military, your chances of getting a civil service job were slim. People who forget or abandon God at some time will pay the consequences.